Hello everyone, Lit here. So I've been trying to find nameless here on Residence and DeFi Cathedrals. This is for the definition card farming that I want to test later on. Residence give nameless and DeFi Cathedral give apothecary. And while doing that, I'm thinking about the strategy that I can use while looking for the nameless here. A pretty straightforward strategy, and I come up with this one. This is not a new idea. I think few people are already playing to this, but this is basically my test for it. So this strategy will revolving around definition scrap of Cloister, and what this did is going to give you 8 to 12 pack of DO3 defaulted monster that have a chance to drop stack decks. And we're going to use 5 of them, so the setup is pretty simple. And this is for the setup. For the maps, I'm doing Residence, DeFi Cathedral, and Jungle Valley. For the map itself, it's chisel to 20% and roll until at least 85% quantity. That way you at least get like 5 mod. This one is 6 mod, so this one is pretty good, but it will give you more item quantity. It will give you more pack size. And pack size is good for the Cloister. It will give you more of this monster. Quantity is good for in generals, and also I'm heard that quantity also contribute to the chances to get nameless seer. So this is the atlas I'm used. I'm taking Shrine, pretty standard reasons, right? Shrine give you buff, and if you get like if you get like a haste Shrine, you can zoom the map a lot faster. I'm also taking rituals, and this is because rituals works really well with scarabs, and it does give us quite a lot of stack decks too, because it also going to spawn the pack from the scarabs. So I think ritual is really good. After trying it, I think I give ritual 2 little credits. The ritual is really good for this runs. And I'm also taking all effect modifier. This is to get more item quantity and pack size, like I mentioned earlier. And I'm choosing blue altars over here, and this is for the currency duplications. If you get the currency duplications, you will get a lot more stack decks. I'm also looking for quantity. Quantity is always good for the loot in general. And I'm also taking some map node over here. This is to sustain our maps. And so far, I think we does sustain. And I also take the scraps node over here, and this one, and also remarkable relics. I also block some mechanics to also block their scarabs. So far, this been doing me good. It gives me quite a lot of good scarabs. So I think I will still take it. I think this is worth to take. But if you don't want to, you can spec into something else. But for me personally, I will still take all the scarabs nodes, because so far it does perform pretty good in my opinion. And then let's go into the spreadsheet. So this is all the costs. Pretty straightforward costs. It's very easy to calculate. It costs us 9 divine, so the cost per map is around 0.25 divine. And this is all the loot I got for raw divine. This is probably a little bit lucky, some exalted. And I think for the stack deck, I get 2060 stack decks. I think that's around 51 stack deck average per maps. I got 4 Audience of the King. I don't know if this is a good rate or not, because I'm also not checking the ritual that much. And this is why I'm saying that I probably give the ritual a little bit too little credit. And this thing actually worked quite a bit. This is I think like 0.7 div per. So this is pretty good. And I get 3 abomination, 5 sanctuary. And the reason why I'm doing having different T70 map, because like I said, I do 3 different maps. And this is all the scarabs. I do not list any scrap that had 1 C and below. The gold, 20k gold per maps. I don't think it's that bad. It's pretty decent. And yeah, we are like 0.71 define per map. I think my map time is around 5 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes depending on. I think in Jungle Valley I can go sub 5. That's why I think Jungle Valley is the best map. So this is a few node over here. It's a very stable, simple farms. It's very straightforward. Ritual is better than I thought, and Jungle Valley and Mausoleum is the best map because of the chance to get the currency too. In Jungle Valley and Mausoleum, the boss didn't spawn until you get into the boss, and that's make you cannot get the boss altar, so you're always going to get monster altars or player altars, and you have a better chance to get currency duplication this way. And for the profit, is this one better than Abyss? Probably not. I think Abyss is still a better farm, just because the cost to do Abyss is just very low. But this one is pretty simple. It's still pretty profitable, so I think this is still a pretty good strat to try. One thing to note is just pay attention to the price of the Cloister and pay attention to the stack decks. The stack deck is still pretty good value. And stack deck tends to go up in price when the leagues progress, because a lot of people will do combo with this. And I would advise, if you want to do this map and try to get the nameless here too, from the map like Residence or DeFi Cathedrals to the map that you usually farms. In my case, I would usually like to do Jungle Valley. And the reason for that is just because if you do a lot of map on Jungle Valley, at some point you're going to get lucky, and I mean, if you get something like nameless card or apothecary card, that's a good bonus. So I think that's all about the farms, and if you have any questions, leave it in the comment below. I will try my best to answer it, and I hope all of this helps. So thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you in the next one.